So here is how to set up your tax info on AdSense. So we'll go to your AdSense using this link shown on the screen, then you'll see manage tax info as an item you have to complete. So click on manage tax info, then you click on add tax info. After clicking on add tax info, this will pop up. So you read everything that is written here. When you understood it, you click on start form. After you click that, you see this pop up to verify that you are the person. So you just like a two-factor authentication to ensure you're the one trying to set up the tax info. So click on next, then follow the entire process to verify it's you. So when you're done verifying, you'll be brought back to this page. Okay, so read what you have written here. So you see United States tax info. I know you may be in Nigeria or an African country, but the thing is, once you are on YouTube trying to set up your AdSense, YouTube is a company based in America, so everything will be done in accordance to the laws and regulations in the USA. Okay, so if an individual, you click on individual. If you are an enterprise, a business, you click on enterprise. So for me, I'm an individual, so I click on individual. Then you click next. After that, you would see this question drop down, so you answer it accordingly. So for me, I am not a citizen, or nor do I reside in the United States, so I'll select no. Then you click on next. After you click on next, you see these two forms, the W8BAN form and the W8 ECI form. So for an individual, the W8BN form is a tax form you have to fill. So you select the W8BN form and click on Start W8BN form. So this form will drop down. So fill it step by step accordingly. So you add your name, then this DBA part is optional, all right? And you select your country of your region of citizenship. And the next part is the taxpayer identification number. The foreign TIN is optional, but I like to add it to, I think it makes the tax application more effective. So you add your TIN number. So as a Nigerian, if you don't have your TIN number, you can visit this website shown on the screen. Okay. Then all you just need to do is add your NIN number and click on retrieve tax ID. And your tax ID will be given to you. So you just come back here, copy it, and you paste it. Then you click on next. So when you click next, you'll be asked to set up your permanent residential address. So you go ahead to add your location, your country, street address, your suite number, that is optional, your suburb. If you don't know where your suburb is, you can do a quick Google search about what you can add for your suburb in your given location. You add your city, you add your postal code. If you don't know your postal code, you can also search on Google for the postal code where you live and you add it. So ensure you add everything correctly. Don't make any mistake in this particular setup. Then if your permanent address is the same where you want anything to be mailed to, you check this board that says a mailing address is the same as permanent address. Okay, then you click on next. So the next section is the tax treaty. So a tax treaty is simply kind of an agreement between America and other countries that enables the citizens of that country get lower taxes or no taxes when they do business in America. So this section is to know if your country has a tax treaty. So Nigeria doesn't have any tax treaty with the United States. So I'm going to click no. If you click on yes, there will be a drop down where you select the country you belong to. So if you think your country has a tax treaty with the United States, you'll click on yes and select your country. But when you click on yes, you see that Nigeria is not in that list, right? So you select accordingly properly, then you click on next. Then this next section is where they collect additional information. So here they ask me a question. Have you performed any activity or services for Google within US, or do you expect to do so in the future? For me, I haven't, so I selected no. So you fill that part accordingly and then you certify it. And the tax reporting, this tax reporting is simply where you choose the way you want your tax info to be sent to you. For me, I want paperless. I select paperless. So Then you click on next. And the last part is where you preview the forms you have filled. So you take a look at it to ensure all the information there is correct. If the information is correct, then you go ahead and you confirm that you have reviewed it and everything is good to go. When you confirm that, you click on next. Then here is where you certify and sign. So read through it properly and tick all the boxes there after you understood what was being said. Okay, and you use your name to sign out at the end. Then you click on submit. When you click on submit, if everything looks good, you see this approved status. Approve, you see approve in status in green, as you can see on this page. It means everything is good to go. And when you open your AdSense, you see, and you also see in this payment section, your tax info for United States has been accepted. It means everything is good to go. So the question now is, why do you have to bother setting up your tax info properly? Well, the answer is simple, so that you don't be like this man. Now, imagine losing $240 for every $1,000 you earn on YouTube or on your website. And that is exactly what happens if you do not set up your AdSense properly. YouTube or AdSense will assume you are a resident of the United States and tax you 24% across everything you earn. So imagine losing 24% just because you cannot fill up some information on AdSense. But if you fill up properly, YouTube will not tax you across your entire earning. They only tax you 30% on the earnings you make on US traffic. That is all they will tax you on. Let me tell you what I mean. So if you go to analytics for YouTube, you go to you add geography in the breakdown, and then you add estimated revenue. You see a portion of your revenue that comes from the United States. So when you set up your tax info properly, YouTube will collect just 30% of that money you make from the United States. But if you don't do it properly, they may collect 24% from all the money you've made. So I believe that makes sense. So if you don't want to be like this man, like and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Take care.